Welcome to NYNJPA Weather, your weather source for the Northern Mid-Atlantic. I'm meteorologist Stephen DiMartino. A little bit of good news and bad news today. Well, the good news is that high pressure is in control, and that means dry conditions, quiet conditions as well. The bad news is cold outside, with temperatures this morning in the teens and 20s, and highs today only in the lower 30s along the coast and upper 20s over the interior. Not exactly a very comfortable day to be outside, but still at least it's dry. High pressure will remain in control through Saturday with generally dry conditions, still some chilly weather as well. The clipper that is currently over the northern plains in southern Canada will move through the region, not much in the way of any precipitation, but that clipper will keep conditions rather cold with temperatures in the mid to upper 30s on Friday and Saturday, with potential for some locations around, let's say, Cape May, New Jersey, and Philadelphia, reaching the lower 40s and getting back to near normal conditions. Then, an interesting storm starts to develop. This storm is expected to move into the Ohio Valley and then redevelop off the New Jersey and Delaware coast, or right along the New Jersey and Delaware coast, and then track northeast into New England. Now, along the coast, looks like mostly rain, but the interior, well, let's take a look at the latest model guidance. What we have here is the latest NAM model guidance from the Penn State EWOL website, and what I want to keep your attention on is what we call cold air damming, or CAD. Now, cold air damming is a very, very tricky process to forecast, and I would not suggest going verbatim on a forecast of this type of mesoscale feature this far out, which we're looking at Sunday morning here. What I want to show you is the potential here. The potential is clearly starting to show up where a ridge builds down along the Appalachian Mountains, just to the east of the Appalachian Mountains, and cold air is trapped as a result. Now that cold air is going to be centered basically around the central Hudson Valley, down through northwestern New Jersey and northeastern Pennsylvania. Meanwhile, moisture and precipitation will be moving north. Now, my concern here is that, one, the model guidance is just starting to pick up on this cading effect. And as a result, the potential is going to be pretty impressive for snow, sleet, and freezing rain over these locations like the Hudson Valley, like northeastern Pennsylvania, and extreme northwestern New Jersey. And as a result, we're going to have to keep an eye on potentially some more significant winter weather impacts than, let's say, some of the model guidance is suggesting. Now, for the most part, up through Sunday morning, the primary is to the west of the northern Mid-Atlantic, which means that the coastal locations will remain rather warm. I don't really expect much in the way of any frozen precipitation from this storm because a southeast to easterly wind will be in place over the region. Still, I don't expect it to be incredibly warm here. We're looking at basically temperatures in the 40s, possibly hitting 50 degrees over the southeast coast of New Jersey, but I really think that might be pushing it a bit. Then, as the coastal low develops, because a lot of the forcing with this storm starts to shift towards the coast, the coastal is going to take some time to become the primary low pressure system. The timing of that is still uncertain, but for the most part, it's not going to be enough to save anyone in New York City or in Philadelphia. Towards the end of this storm on Monday, we could see some snowflakes and a minor accumulation. We're talking like a dusting to an inch, possibly with some of these heavier snow showers that move behind this low pressure system. Then the cold air comes, and boy does it ever. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday is looking rather chilly. Now let's look at the latest European model guidance for that. All right, this is Wednesday night at 850 millibars in the European model guidance from the Penn State EWOL. And what we have here is bone-chilling cold temperatures. You think it was cold this week. Next week is going to be a freezer with temperatures struggling to break the 20s and 30s. We could see high temperatures around 30 degrees for New York City and Philadelphia on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Couple that with windy conditions as well. It looks like wind chills are most likely going to be in the teens in the afternoon. As far as chance for precipitation, well, you can see there's plenty of mid-level moisture coming off the Great Lakes, Once again, looks like a threat for some scattered snow showers, and the snow showers will have the potential to be rather heavy at times in some squalls via some mid-level disturbances. However, there is some interesting developing over the southern plains that we're going to keep an eye on for later on next week. And when we look at the surface map, you can see basically an area of low pressure starting to develop around the Texas and Oklahoma panhandle. Meanwhile, we have a very impressive negative NAO pattern in place. So we're going to have to keep an eye on exactly how this storm develops. Obviously, it's way too early to go into any details. Let's get done with the first storm first. But it is something to keep an eye on for next week. Thank you for trusting in NYNJPA Weather as your weather source for the Northern Mid-Atlantic. I'm meteorologist Stephen DiMartino. Have an excellent day.